Everybody, we have another Pokemon Black and White walkthrough, but this one's actually a 6-on-6, so it's pretty cool. So I battle this guy named Ray. I send out my awesome Muggo, who is very intimidating. People say he's very scary and you do not want to mess with him. So he sends out his Rayquaza. Like, I don't know what this thing is. Like, it's just stupid. Like, send out a ton of water, wherever it is, with like a pre-evolution storm or something, and try to calm mind on my like Hydreigon or something like that. Like, honestly, that's stupid. So I'm just gonna go ahead and flamethrower this guy, and he's gonna calm mind, and I don't know what he's trying to do. It's weird. Just what a waste of a move. What a waste. Then he sends out his Caboose. I was fearing Ice Beam, so I just go for my Electros, and I found out today this thing was just electric. I always think it's water and electric because it learns a lot of water moves, but it still takes it pretty nicely anyways. And for this whole battle, I thought my Electros had a choice band or something. So I was only using one kind of move the whole time, and at the end, I found out, and it was really embarrassing. I was like, oh my god. So he switches out into his, whatever, and I go for the light charge, and I get my leftovers off, and I'm not stupid. I know he's going to try to Will-O-Wisp me, so I go back, and I go into my Chandelure, because he has flash fire ability, and he can take the thing like a man, and boost my fire. And I'm going to take that Electros off my team, because it's really not that good, because I don't really like it that much. And he's going for the Shadow Sneak, because I think he knows he's going to die, because I just took a overheat, and if I was him, I would probably switch to the whatever. But I don't know, because he's thinking like Shadow Ball or something too, so I totally sure. But I want to KO'd him. He goes into his Diablos. This thing was a pain in the butt. I overheat. This is a very bad decision. I didn't have anything that could really take it down, so I just go for the overheat, and it doesn't do anything. And I get the special attack drop, so I'm forced to switch. He sets up a Swords Dance, and I was like, oh boy, I have a Scrappy thing, whatever that Pokemon is, and I have Dragon Tail on it. It has really good defenses, so I could have just done that, but I didn't know that, because it's like my second battle with this like team or whatever. So I send out Garchomp. He misses his Dual Chomp, which is pretty happy. And he goes for Dual Chomp again, and like I die. Just like amazing. I just die. I don't really like Dual Chomp. It doesn't have. I don't think it has good accuracy. I just like Dragon Claw. My opinion is better. So his Dual Chomp is pretty good. I send out my Whimsicott. And I go for Taunt. Like, or what am I? I thought he was gonna Sword Dance, but he goes for Fire Fang. It's pretty embarrassing. I was like, oh boy. Whimsicott, what am I thinking of? I didn't know he had Fire Fang. I have Fire Fang on my Garchomp, so I don't know. But I barely survive, and I just protect to try to get my leftover. I don't know what I'm doing. Dual Chop just in case I switch. I'm not sure. And I think I just die on this turn. I go for Leech Seed, yeah, to weaken him. And I get killed with a Fire Fang. Or a Dual Chop to the face. I was hoping it would miss, but it didn't. And now I kind of was like, oh boy, I'm going to lose. So the taunt wore off in like one turn. So finally I got my reality check on. And I send out my Scrafty, and this thing has pretty good defenses. So I take the Earthquake like a man. And it does about, like, I survive. And I should have just done this right at the beginning, switch. And I Dragon Tail him, it does really good, pretty good amount. Yeah, I say. And he flies out, disappears, and goes to his big wall, his Umbreon. I was like, oh boy. He has a good team. And I, like, horrible HP. So I just go all crazy, suicidal. I have the choice banded, stab, high jump kick to the face, and I don't care at this moment. I don't care if it loses, and it does a whole lot of damage, but not enough to take it out. So, Scrafty, I give you props. Scrafty, you could be MVP, but you're not. I send out Muggo, the scariest Pokemon in the world, the scariest lead, with choice specs. He switches out. I go for the safe Dragon Pulse, because I knew that the Dragon Pulse could take him out anyway. I go for that, and it does a pretty good amount. It does half, but he gets the leftovers off, so I won't be able to hit KO. And I knew he was gonna switch, or I knew he was gonna switch, which I was gonna switch. It's kind of confusing, but I stayed in, and I go for Dragon Pulse again, and I'm locked into this move, so I can't really do any much damage to it or whatever. And his Sylvia is pretty annoying. Blue Umbreon gets his leftovers. It's obviously a wall, no doubt about it. He withdraws again. I don't know what he's doing. Go to his Caboose. I continue to Dragon Pulse it, and it dies. Like, I don't know how it dies. Like, before it didn't die. It just happened to die this time. I don't know. But his Caboose is dead. So, he sends out his Sylvia. And I'm not sure if I switch or go for the he uses Protect, like a noob. And I Dragon Pulse because I'm locked in. That's all I can do. He gets his leftovers off, just kind of stalling at the moment. Let's see here. I switch out to my Muggo because this thing can't do anything. I go to my Electros. I was predicting he wishes. I was predicting him to go back into his Garchomp to get the wish. So after he gets his leftovers up, I go and I get my leftovers off. I have Dragon Claw in this point, so I was thinking he's going to switch into his whatever. But instead he goes for his Toxic. I was like, oh my god. And I go for the Dragon Claw. And I totally thought I was choice banded, so I just go Dragon Claw this whole time. Well, I could just do a Wild Charge or something that could do way more damage. But no. This is just horrible. And I get hurt by the Toxic, and we're just in a stall war. I switch out to my Electros, and I go to my Muggo. Muggo, I have to tell you something. You failed miserably right here. I'm locked in. I don't care. Muggo just failed so much. I almost threw my DS. Focus Blast, I missed. I was like, oh my god. And I get Toxic. And let's see what happens next. This is so mad, because I could probably KO this thing, 2 KO. And he uses Protect. I waste another Focus Blast, because he's gonna stall Focus Blast me. I could have just killed his Umbreon. That would just make the battle so much easier. But no, Muggo decided to be stupid and miss his Focus Blast the second time. And I was like, oh my god. He goes for the Wish. And I am getting poisoned, and it's easy. Obviously, it's going to go for Protect. So there's nothing we can really do here at the moment. I miss my Focus. I protect it, and then I get hurt by the poison. I'm like, okay, let's hit a Focus Blast. So I finally don't get my Focus Blast. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna kill Muggo. Like, honestly, what's wrong with this thing? It just fails. So I hurt by poison, and I have no moves left. So look, I just struggle. Like, honestly, I struggle. I'm locked in. I just struggle. That's just so sad. And I kill myself with the struggle. That was embarrassing. He laughed. On Sarah B, wherever he was laughing. I was like, it was pretty embarrassing. I was like, oh my gosh. So he only has 2 Pokemon left, or 3 Pokemon left. This is Garchomp, Sylvia, and whatever. I have 3 Pokemon left too. So we are about 4/5 of the way there, because on the bottom of your screen it says like 28/35 way there to completing this battle. Something. I go for Dragon Claw. Boom, boom. I don't know why. I thought I was choice banded. And then I was like, oh, look at this. And I didn't even notice my leftovers. Like, look at this. I definitely wasn't paying attention. It was so sad. So I'm hurt by poison. He goes for bullet punch. Not very effective. He gets hurt by life orb. I have pretty good defenses if life orb doesn't do anything. So I think he hits me one more time until I get the thing that I have a flamethrower. I have a flamethrower. I have a flamethrower on this guy. What was I thinking? It was let's... And then surprise, I hit him with a surprise attack. Flamethrower, and he dies. I just could have done that in the way beginning and took this Pablo out. But this is my, first team I just made, lickety split. I'm making, my second team right now. I'll, sub Pokemon out, and Electros is going to be my first sub out, because it's not very good. I just if it has no weaknesses. It's immune to ground. So, whatever. He sends out his Sylvia. Obviously, he's going to protect. And I'm going to die, get owned by my own poison. Or I coil just to, stall something, because I knew he was going to protect. So, whatever. That's better than, missing or not damaging him or whatever. So, my accuracy raises and all that stuff. I don't think you can do that. I don't think that's standard rules, evasion, accuracy, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you can, because you can have, sand or whatever. So I'm just getting, brutally murdered by my poison. He uses Wish, and, I just, die. Wild Charge him. It does a pretty good amount of damage. I die after this. Yeah, it's a really good amount. I'm damaged by my recoil. He gets his leftovers up. And I obviously get my leftovers. And then, it doesn't do anything because my poison is just, gonna kill me. So, yeah. So it's kind of I give up. So I send out, last but not least, I send out my Chandelure. And he protects. I go for the overheat because I want to fight to the death, you know. Leftovers or Wish came true. I'm sorry, and I overheat. And yeah, that's about the battle. I just flee after this because I can't do anything. So I just flee next turn. So everybody, thanks for watching. But this was a great battle. I had fun. My time's almost up. I just flee because I can't do anything. So he had 2 Pokemon left, Sylvia and Garchomp, and I just left. So everybody, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. It was a great battle. I had a lot of fun.